Daddy D. If it ain't going down at the Bunny Ranch, it ain't going down at all.
It's going down at the Bunny Ranch. Going down.
Hello and welcome back to the BunnyRanch podcast. My name is Alice Little, and I am your host, as well as a legal sex worker at the world-famous Moonlight Bunny Ranch. This week, I have one hell of a guest for you guys. You know her, you love her, you probably want to do her, or you've maybe already done her. Ryan Taylor.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, Ryan's in the house.
Everyone makes fun of me because I always say, hey, y'all. I'm like, I am from the South. It
It's
comes
okay.
out.
I had some time in the Midwest in Candace, Oklahoma area before I was thrown out by a tornado. Like, thanks, Midwest.
That is the most Midwest, escape story ever.
I'm sorry, I used to live there, but then I was kicked out by y'all because I was hit by two EF5 tornadoes because fuck my life. Why not?
Literally just done.
Pretty much. It was a small blessing that, I was fine, my animals were fine, and at the end of the day, stuff can be replaced. When you live in the Midwest, you just kind of accept it. You're like,
It's like part of your preparation all the time.
It's part of the reason why we all have hot dogs and whatnot in our freezers is because we're like, oh, a storm's coming, the sky is green.
Yep.
Hold on.
The green sky. The green sky is a giveaway.
Anyone from the Midwest knows the infamous green sky. It's on.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're like,
very, very
it's
true.
barbecue and beer time. Oh, power's going out in 3, 2. Time to eat ice cream.
Being from Florida, it's similar, but with hurricanes.
Oh,
so we had
you get
hurricane
the other
season.
side
Yeah,
of it.
so I grew up, born and raised in Florida. Was there for first 21 years of my life.
It's different.
It is, but same thing. And the sky kind of turns. It's like this purpley gray, and you're just like, and of course with hurricanes, you're much more prepared. Tornadoes are on the spot, but.
I don't know. You still get 10 to 15 minutes. And it's like, hey guys, it's that time of year, and the weather's doing that thing again.
The thing. You're like, not the thing.
And then everyone's like, with the sirens, and you're like, oh, here we are.
You're like, oh, Silent Hill again?
It does sound just like Silent Hill,
It does, the
The
siren.
first time I watched that movie, I paused it. I'm like, oh my God, they're playing tornado sirens. And
You
they're
have PTSD from the siren.
And you're like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's the Silent Hill siren. I'm like, no, this is the Midwest tornado siren.
It is. That's what it actually, that's the noise of it. It's the tornado siren.
They should have used a different sound in Silent Hill because every time I watch that movie, I feel the need to be like, okay, is it my TV or is it the weather?
You're like, do I need to do the weird tornado huddle they teach you in school?
Oh, God. Flashbacks. We had tornado drills at the cell phone store. That was a whole level of fun. I used to work at an AT&T, and it was in Topeka, Kansas. So occasionally it would tornado and hail, and we'd have to do duck and cover for all of the guests in the store. That's fun.
What a shopping experience.
I know, right? Welcome to the Midwest. See, this is why you want to come out to visit us at the Bunny Ranch, because we don't have those problems
No
here.
tornadoes. It rained for 10 minutes today,
And
that
beautiful.
was the worst
weather.
weather.
And now it's 84 degrees outside. It's so lovely.
Yeah.
You figure half the ranch is up at Tahoe right now having a beach party, or the other half is over in Reno enjoying hot August nights.
Yes.
Which
are both amazing right now. Obviously, this is going to come out a little bit later than that, but I've spent this whole last month I've been in Tahoe and just on the boat, on the beaches, just
So you're a big nature lover then?
I am. I don't go in the water. It's way too cold for me. Growing
That's
up on
okay.
the Gulf Coast of Florida, the water's 80 there.
So
I'm
here's
not down
the
for the 57-degree water.
So the trick, what you need to do is take the boat, you go to one of the hidden beaches where it's really shallow. Because
Yes,
the
that's
sun
what
can
we
warm up
do,
the water.
yes.
Perfect. I went with my cousins the other day. Beautiful. So lovely.
It's amazing. I send my parents pictures when I'm out here, and I'm like, look at this view. Look at this. Look at that. I sent them Pantera from BunnyRanch and I a couple weeks ago actually did the little hike down to Secret Cove, the nude beach.
Oh, yes.
And I took a picture and I sent it to everyone in my family, and they were jaw on the floor. It's just so the turquoise, the blues, the greens. And I was wearing this neon pink bikini, so it just contrasted really well.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah,
come to Tahoe.
Seriously.
No shitty weather in Tahoe.
It's true. And this is the right time of year, too, to come out and visit and really take advantage of the Nevada weather.
Yes.
We have beautiful hiking trails. We
And
have
it's still cool
Tahoe.
at night. So when you go
It
out at night,
is.
it's not like blistering hot or anything.
And you can see all of the damn stars because there's almost no light pollution.
None. It is beautiful out here at night. Like you can literally, and if you really want to get away from the light pollution, you don't have to drive far. You can drive like 10, 15 minutes.
Literally, Virginia City, there is an overlook point that you can go to
Yes.
with your telescope and literally
See
overlook the entire
everything.
Carson Valley. It's pretty unreal. I went
It
up
is.
there last year for the asteroids, and it was
Yeah.
it was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I'm like
beautiful out
inner
here.
nerd flag flying here. Like
I know,
I'm
right?
like asteroids, the best. They're so cool. I love meteor showers.
I know.
It is kind of romantic in like that dorky nature loving way.
I mean, I get it. I fall under that same boat. I actually, my last tour, I was here. So like a couple weeks ago, I was at the bar and I had an appointment. He came in, he booked me. He was very nervous because he thought we weren't going to have anything in common. For those who don't know, I'm generally very Barbie doll-like in lineups and everything. This is more of like my natural look, but
Which is really lovely. Both are really damn lovely. Let's
yeah,
just
but
be
very
honest.
Barbie doll like in lineups and like on the way I present myself on like our website and everything on my profile. So he wasn't sure. We booked and he was like, do we mind if we have like a drink or two before? And I'm like, yeah, that's totally part of our time. Like, let's do it. And we were talking and I literally explained the basics of quantum physics to him.
Mine burn.
And I used like the idea of so we were talking about like the multiverse essentially.
Yes.
And how
love it.
how things can exist in the same time and space, but you don't know because of relativity and the way things vibrate at different levels. And he was like, "What?" And so I grabbed a shot glass of cherries from the bar, and that's what I used to explain it.
I love
And
that.
as I was like taking
What
them
a
out, I'm like,
perfect analogy.
Yes. And he like by the time he was done, he was like, "I made the right choice. Yes, yes." And he was like, "Also, you just like know quantum physics?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's kind of my thing."
I watch TV shows. I watch things that are outside of the normal spectrum. I'm actually an educated goddamn person. Surprise! Sex workers are people too.
We have like interest in hobbies.
It's so surprising. I was just like, oh man, have you ever seen the TV show Fringe?
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Second you were talking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, I love Fringe. What a great show. Like, if anyone's interested in like quantum physics and how
I
that
have not
works,
thought about that show in a while.
It's
actually.
been a hot minute.
Yeah.
What a good show it was.
I should
too.
rewatch.
We
I'm
should-
gonna binge.
We're gonna do this
We're
together.
gonna binge.
This is happening. Facts. Oh, gonna be so much fun. But yes, if you are interested in quantum physics, you should just book us both for a date and watch Fringe with us. Like, we'll explain everything.
Yes.
It'll be really hot, trust me. Like, if you're looking for a crazy, nerdy girl next door experience or something, hey fam, what's up?
Yeah, literally, this would be the perfect like nerdy girl duo.
We're kind of really big
Like
dorks.
hot science teacher. Like if I could, like hot
Yes.
science professor
Here
role
for
play.
it.
Oh, that
I
would
want
be
my black
perfect.
glasses. I'm here.
I'm wearing
for
the total
it.
like tight white button down.
I'm so here for it. Like with a little tight skirt. Like
Yes,
ooh.
little pencil skirt, some heels.
Exactly. Oh, and it's got to be like the stockings that go all the way up.
Oh, all the
yes,
way.
all the way. No,
Yeah.
no other way to do it, and it's going to be everything.
Yes. I'm like, well, now that's on our list, so somebody fulfill that.
Yep, someone's going to have to do that for us. So, looking forward to your email. Thank you in advance. You'll be welcome. Like,
Which is also surprising that you and I have never done a 2-girl party
how is
together.
this not?
We're the 2 girls
happened?
closest in size. Because you're the smallest
It's
lady
true.
of the ranch. I'm
It's true.
second,
Yeah.
second shortest at least. Maybe not teeny tiniest, but shortest. I'm only
Yeah,
4'11".
height. We're talking about.
Yeah. So we're so similar. We have so much in common. Our
Why
personalities
has
are very.
this not happened?
I don't know. It's like too much firework for someone. I
I don't
guess.
know. We're kind of a big handful. I mean, it's like there's
We've
little
tried.
bits
We've put in plenty of effort, and it hasn't.
hasn't happened yet. It will. I know
It
it
will.
will. Damn it.
It has to.
We've put it out there to the universe. If you're looking for your sign, this is it.
Strong sign. Strong sign. Take it
This
from
is
me. Jesus told me to tell you to book a 2-girl with us.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. It's all good. Jesus loved sex workers.
Oh,
But
he
really
did.
though.
He did. He really
though.
did, actually.
You know what? We should go into this. This will be a fun little chat, I feel
It
like.
works. So for those who don't know, I am Middle Eastern also. So this is like a perfect segue.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's go there.
Jesus did love sex workers,
He
and
did.
everyone was told to highly respect sex workers, and that whores are considered like higher than priests, even as far as like in how you should respect them and acknowledge them and treat them.
Did you know that in Hammurabi's Code, which is the first written law that we have, it specifically mentions that very same thing?
Yes.
You shall respect sex workers because these are the people in society that are the teachers, educators, providers.
Yes, because even on a spiritual level, if you think of like a sense of oracles, they were sex workers. So
100% of
whether
the
you want to
time.
go through like the historical timeline and how, I mean, it came to a point not that long ago in history where we kind of, society decided they weren't going to respect us anymore.
Yes, and you can actually identify that point.
Yes.
It's so fascinating because up until that point, the church totally ran brothels.
Yes.
Can we also talk about the fact that at one point in time, sex workers were legitimately on the CIA payroll? Don't believe me? Totally freaking happened. It totally
Yes.
freaking happened.
It did. There's a amazing book I have, and I haven't reread it in a while, and it's called Women of the Light. So a play on words of Women of the Night, and it goes through sex workers and how they were like considered these like sacred prostitution is what the main basis of it is, which is a
Yes.
religious thing. And if you ever want to have a real conversation, you can book me for that, and I will school the fuck out of you on sacred prostitution.
Here for
because
it,
sacred
like-
prostitution is still conducted in many other countries, and people just don't know about it.
It's true. It's modernized and changed in so many ways, but many areas still truly do, to this day, have that historical ties that have carried all the way through deep learnings and teachings.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to speak with a wonderful lady from the Sagebrush Ranch, Imogen Steele, who's Maori.
And
she
she's
was-
an amazing woman also,
Oh my
just on her
God.
own.
Oh
Tons
my
of
God.
fun. When we did the dildo races,
Yes.
great, loved that with her.
Oh my God, she is incredible. Like, that is somebody who can speak
Yes.
as to history, legend, and myth and lore as it pertains to her country better than anybody else on the damn
Oh
planet.
yeah, and she doesn't speak on things. She doesn't like just make stuff up. Like
No,
she
she
has like
knows.
the proof in the pudding, so to say. Oh, my nipple's almost out. Sorry, y'all. I mean, not sorry,
YouTube,
but
it's like, sorry, we can't actually put them out there. YouTube will kick us off. It's like, whoop whoop, gotta hide them.
dang YouTube.
It's such a shame. Internet censorship. Doesn't that just make us so happy? Don't you love being censored and told that you're not good enough to be on the internet? That you have to be blacklisted on Twitter to the point where they
Everything.
can't even search for your username.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're in the shadow ban club.
I've had my Instagram deleted
yes.
so many times that I don't even like really use mine anymore because it's just pointless. Everything gets
insane.
deleted. I posted a picture of me just like in a bikini on like my story, and within
No.
5 seconds, it's like somehow
I'm
it goes
sorry.
against the community guidelines.
It's because you forgot to put male nipples on top of it. That's why.
yeah, on top of my covered nipples. I just need to
Yes.
put male tip nipples on top of
So
my...
everyone is very clear. Maybe sprinkle on a little bit of like chest hair, though I feel like that might be a specialty party, but
Also, if you're into it, we can make it happen.
sex workers, we're very open-minded people. Like, please try to offend me. It'll be a challenge, I promise. Like we're very accepting.
That's the thing. And going along with acceptance, I get the question all the time, which this is actually kind of one of my pet peeves, is when people say, you know, what's the craziest or grossest or weirdest thing? And I'm like,
Yes.
sexuality is not crazy, gross, or weird.
It is personal, individual, and specific to you.
Yeah.
And so long as you are consenting, not hurting anybody
Yes.
else without their consent, not involving minors, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Acknowledge that you are experiencing a fantasy, but if you have a specific something going on, you want to be abducted by aliens, hey man, that's cool. Like that's actually kind of hot.
Totally pegged someone while they ate cake and I wore clown makeup. And I'm not gonna lie, it was one of my favorite things I've ever done.
It's great.
One, I love clown makeup for those who don't know. It's like my favorite little thing I do on the side. But like, that person was just happy it doesn't hurt anyone.
No,
Who doesn't love cake? Who doesn't love sex? Who doesn't love hot girls?
Hey,
Sounds like a party.
You know what? There is such like a sex and psychology emergence there. There's this line, I feel like, that oftentimes gets blurred, where sex is oftentimes very therapeutic and helpful
Yes.
for people, and it's an amazing way to be able to explore things too.
And on the other side of the spectrum is it can just be fun. You don't have to orgasm to enjoy sex. You don't have to have penetration to enjoy sex. It can just be funny and fun and laugh. And just like if you were to go mini golfing, so to say, like it can bring you that little bit of joy of spending that time with someone and having this almost comical relief, which
Yes.
anyone who knows me knows I'm actually very goofy in my parties. Although I used to be a pageant girl, so I'm very poised when I walk and stuff, but I'm surprisingly really clumsy. I was just telling Alice about falling off a bed in a party.
I was gonna say, I always ask people, tell me a time you totally fucked it all up. Worst party ever, go. What did you do wrong?
I wouldn't say I necessarily fucked it up, but I 100%, I was trying to be, it was kind of like a comical party or like very lighthearted and fun. And the mood kind of switched and it kind of went into almost more of, it was like borderline PSE, like porn star experience. So I was doing that whole like off the bed.
Yeah.
Can I say? I'm gonna say it like,
into it,
well,
find your
throat
angles.
fucking,
Oh,
like,
yes.
you know, so like the fully back.
God,
but
that's
my
so hot.
sheets were satiny, and so the top sheet we put on slid, and I just between his legs ate shit, like kicked him falling back. So I'm like laying there with like my shoulders crunched on the floor, vagina out. Just like laughing because what do you do at that point? You just laugh.
You laugh. It's real.
And I'm like, when I was falling, I was like, I'm one of those people who does not fall gracefully. I don't just take the
same.
fall. I try to save myself.
The cat. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm like,
around.
and so I'm again 4'11", so this like 6 foot something man is just like towering over me with me just butt ass naked after trying to do like this intense throw fucking.
And you're just like, want to keep going now that I'm down here?
Yeah, and then like I laughed,
point?
but I recovered. So I like slid out of it and then just got on my knees and did like the central like rub up the thighs. It
just
was
play
like,
it off. Play
and I
it
was
off,
just like,
girl.
and we shared the moment. But at the same time, like that, and I think a lot of times so many people fear that interactions with us and our encounters are so transactional.
Oh, God,
that
no.
took away any sort of professional transactionism that it felt like. That was like such a genuine connection and interaction that there's like, it immediately removed any like
anything,
any sort of like offsetting feelings of like, it's a professional, it's
I
just
don't
an
know.
act she's putting on.
No, this is a real life human being.
Trust me, if I could organize my act, I would not fall off the bed being throat fucked. Like that's not how I would get a concussion.
We plan that in there, guys. It's just we don't like get sexy bruises to be like, oh look, a sexy bruise. Ah.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's like, yeah.
I also actually the other day I did a new room massage. So I was up in the suite, on the table.
Hell yeah, which
so
is so hot.
It's funny. Asia just told me a story on live stream on last Saturday how she forgot to add water in with the oil and she like totally slipped off this dude.
Oh no!
So no joke. I'm doing the new massage where like I'm gonna have him like flip over, and for those who don't know, you oil your whole body. It's essentially rubbing your body against theirs. It's a very
like a full body
to
massage.
body like friction massage.
And pro tip, by the way, don't think you can just watch a YouTube video and be like, I know how to new room. No.
It's very difficult.
You need to be a professional. Like, there is a reason we are sex worker professionals. There is a special table. There is a special room. There is special oil.
Yes.
This is a whole elaborate process. Like, when we say, hey, this is kind of a specialty thing, no, like, really, Nuru is, please do not try this at home. You legitimately might eat shit and break your neck.
Yeah, so I'm like doing it and it was fine. Well, at some point I obviously talk with my hands a lot. So some of the oil and like baby gel and everything had gotten on the floor. So when I got off, thank God the guy was there. I step right in the oil on like the tile. It was in the, you know what suite I'm talking about with the massage table and the big tub. And I stepped and I felt it and I was just like, shit. Like, I know it's going to happen. And I was like, and he caught me. And thankfully, his hands weren't oiled. Because if he did, I was all over.
It was just everyone was
but
going
he caught me,
together.
and I was like,
my hero.
And I was like, and I just, all of a sudden, there's like oil in my hair. There's everything. He was like, are you okay? And I'm lucky I didn't throw my back out trying to catch myself. But again, like, truly clumsy at heart.
Even professionals, we're real people. Everyone is real.
You can't put two people covered in this specific gel oil water
And
mixture.
it is designed to make you slip and slide and
Essentially,
roll
if
and
you were on a
glide.
slip and slide and you added too much baby oil, it's like that.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, holy crap, I can't. Oh, God, hold on. Oh, give me
Like,
a sec.
it's one of those things, like, you apply it once and it's so lubricated. You're not like, it's not like a regular massage where you're adding oil consistently. Like,
No,
you one
it
and
is-
done.
You're done. It's good.
So if you can imagine, again, per usual, me butt ass naked falling, like
best right there. Oh my God. But again, that's reality. That's real life. When you come to the Bunny Ranch, you get to spend time with a real human being
Yeah.
and make a real honest to goodness connection.
Absolutely.
That really is not just about sex.
it's not. And it's like the good thing about it, and I always tell everyone, the best part about seeing like illegal sex workers, you come in and you get ultimately what your ultimate fantasy is without the bullshit. There's no whining and dining. Is this person gonna, especially if you have things that you're not as comfortable expressing to like a new partner or something, but you still get the real connection. So it's especially like when we do out dates and it's, these are real things. Do we go to the museum together?
Yes.
Right now, by the way, there's a Georgia O'Keeffe exhibit
there?
in Reno at the Reno MoMA, and I am dying to go.
Yeah.
Anyone. I don't ask for a lot of out dates or like suggest things. That's one of them. But we do go out and we have these meals and we talk about genuine parts of our lives and tell stories, and we're real people, real connections. But also with that comes the goofiness that makes sex so personal and
it
not
really does.
robotic. And that's why sex robots will never take over our jobs.
It's true. It's okay. Fun story time, because I have been dying to share this with somebody. Finally got to have a threesome with my sex doll. It happened.
What?
It happened.
Did you? I'm so
It did.
jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little
It
jealous.
happened. It's kind of ridiculous. I put it out there not realizing that anybody would actually want to do this. I legitimately have gotten 10, 15, 20. There are multiple emails of people who are like,
Interested.
hey, I kind of want to try a sex doll and maybe buy one, but can I maybe test yours? Okay, we need to use a condom, obviously.
Right.
We have to do
Same
this.
procedures.
But it actually allows people to get their hands on a sex doll for the
Well,
very
they're
first time in their life.
expensive.
Yeah, that doll is $2,000. It's beautifully
There's some
constructed,
that are
bendable.
$20,000.
Oh,
I mean, those are ones
the
you're having
electronic
you're
ones
picking
with
down to the
AI.
nipples and stuff. Yeah.
No, those dolls are incredible. Those literally are AI robots that completely interact. This one's just a silicone-based doll that is manipulatable, movable, open mouth, and of course, additional body parts. But I have to say, it was hysterical. I didn't realize how heavy she was, though. I actually needed assistance in lifting her because, I'm kind of tiny.
Kind of.
Okay. I was so proud of myself. I benched a whole 80 pounds, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tough.
Yeah.
But that's 100% of my body weight. That
Literally.
is legit improve. That's impressive.
Yeah.
But it's small, but it's okay.
But when
It's
it's, like you said, it's 100% of your body weight. So when you look at it relatively, that's super strong.
Again, another myth that sex workers aren't fit, strong people.
Yeah.
No, this job makes you so incredibly strong and healthy. It's crazy.
Listen, when you are doing reverse cowgirl as much as I am, because for those who don't know, my butt is my best-selling body part. It's very
Hey.
great. So it looks great in reverse cowgirl. But when you're doing that, my thigh and leg muscles are so strong and just my stamina. And you have to be.
Oh my God. I'm envious because I don't know how to dance. I can barely kind of do a half twirl, and I'm ow, I hurt myself and I have bruises. And you're just and I'm damn.
Yes, so for those who don't know, I have been an exotic dancer, stripper for just as long as I've been doing sex work, which is a long time. And I don't do pole tricks anymore. I actually injured my shoulders really bad, so I have to be careful. But I will say I am... they always joke that strippers are called midnight ballerinas. And I literally dance as if I did ballet for a large portion of my life.
It is unreal.
Like
how
the same way.
talented
And I'm
you are.
very, very delicate and dainty. And I offer a stripper fantasy party because we do have the room here that has the
Yes.
stripper pole
Oh my
stage.
God.
And it's this whole fantasy where it's how many times have you gone to the strip club and you want to fuck the stripper? She gives you this
And
erotic,
do you just want
and
to
she's
do it
just
on
so,
the stage?
I want to
okay,
do it
we
the
can do
lap
that.
dance scene because it's where you get carried away, you're aroused by the person. And as a dancer, I've been aroused during dances, whether it's I'm arousing myself or the person just knows how to touch you in those right ways.
And you're ooh, I'm feeling it. I'm vibing.
Yeah.
And it's an energy.
And it's honestly one of my favorite role plays to do. I don't get to do it very often, so I wish I could do it more.
Anyone interested?
Yeah.
You know what to do.
So that is one of my talents, among other explicit things.
Well, not even just that. I mean, you're incredibly intelligent. You have this ridiculous dog that we haven't even talked about yet.
Cooper! How have we not talked about Cooper?
I was
Okay, new topic. It's only about Cooper for the rest of this episode.
It's the Cooper Show!
So, for those who don't know, I have one dog named Cooper. I have 2 rats, Macho Man Randy Savage and Rowdy Roddy Piper. And then I have a crested gecko named Dr. Dre. But so Cooper in April, actually at the beginning of my April tour, was freak accident. His leash broke. While the pet sitter was watching him, he was run over by a car, almost died. He's 11 years old. He's an purebred Australian Shepherd. I've had him for 4 years this month, actually. Born deaf. He's kind of special needs already. He's not all there.
He's kind of a little special derpy, and that's why we love him so freaking
yes,
much.
He's so cute, though.
He is the princess boo-boo child of the ranch. Like, everybody ridiculously loves your dog. Like, we are hashtag Team Cooper, like 100% of the way.
So with the accident, once everything, all like the internal stuff was taken care of, he did shatter his whole leg, like everything from like here in his paw to like here. So once he was able to have surgery, it's very specific in surgery that only one specialist in Colorado does. So now he has no more ligaments or connective tissue in his paw or ankle or leg. So he just has a big plate with a bunch of screws. So his foot's kind of like this. He's still in a cast. I actually find out next week we do another set of x-rays. He might get out of the cast.
Oh, knock on wood.
Knock on wood. And then he'll just have kind of like, if you like hurt your knee by like an ace wrap. So it'll kind of be like that for like another 4 weeks. But he is totally healed. He's going to be able to just like walk totally fine.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God.
There's some like other long-term problems, but also he's 11. He's just like an old boy now. For those who don't know, if you ever want to see pictures, he's on my Twitter all the time.
I have a little old dog myself, a little 12-year-old geriatric Chihuahua named Alexander Hamilton, who walks like an AT-AT because he has such bad arthritis, and I'm just like obsessed with him. He's just this little like smelly gremlin who's just like...
I love him. He's so cute.
He is kind of a big
Cooper's
deal.
the same thing. So they would normally just like amputate the leg when it was that severely injured, but he was abused from his first home. His legs aren't developed right because he was kept in a kennel for like the first 7 years. So they just kind of, instead of being straight, they do this. So he has severe arthritis. His legs shake. They hurt. He has a harness that I kind of carry him around with. So they couldn't amputate his leg because he would only have one good leg he could put any weight on. So we had to do the surgery. But so he is just the funniest. He has, his first owners ground his teeth down, so he like doesn't have front teeth. They look like little. I like to call him Chatterer from Hellraiser.
Yes,
like because he's like that's what his teeth look like. So I call him Chatterer. I grab his face. I'm like Chatterer, and I shake his face, and he gets really happy. He has the one blue eye, the brown eye. If
you like
adorable.
dogs, this is the person to come hang out with.
Yeah, if you ever want to win me over, you can also donate to my favorite dog rescue, which is the one I work with, and I got Cooper from. They're Deaf Dogs of Oregon. They're one of 8 deaf dog specific rescues in the world.
They're incredibly rare. I used to do a little bit of work with the deaf Great Dane rescue, because they have the same gene that Australian Shepherds do, where if you have the Merle gene and the parents are both Merle, you can end up with a duplicate of this gene.
And it is a recessive
causes
gene.
the animals to be born with blindness, deafness, all sorts of medical special needs
in their
issues.
ears, the reason it happens is that the hair in their ears, which would generally trap the sound and the vibrations, are white and they fall out.
Yep,
and that's why
no pigment.
And they often are develop eyesight issues because their eyes don't develop. They have what we call raisin eye. It looks like a little
microopthia. Yep.
And
my deaf Great Dane had microopthia. Unfortunately, he passed at 18 months because he had a megalocephaly. He had there's a lot of complications really
that
bad
come with
issues.
it. And double Merle is 100% preventable. It's just from backyard breeding and bad breeding tactics.
And you can stop that. Adopt, don't shop, and spay your goddamn pets. This has been a PSA from sex workers.
Yes, strong PSA. Adopt, don't shop.
And also come see us at the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
On that note, a very positive, fun PSA.
Yes. So how do people get a hold of you to hang out with you and spend time with you?
Hell yeah. I'm like, welcome to Camp Motherfucking Fuck Yeah.
We just got here. We have arrived.
Okay, so Ryan Taylor at BunnyRanch.com is the best way to set an appointment. So in the end of September and October, I'm actually doing a floristry course.
That's so cool. And that's actually one of the courtesan arts.
Yes, which is part of the reason I'm doing it. And anyone who knows me knows I love flowers. My room's always full of them.
Best.
So I'm doing that. So I'm going to be gone for a little bit just because I'm improving something in my own life. I'm always, expanding my education, things like that. And talents. But so I am going going to kind of be limited on my schedule for the rest of the year. I'm booking up pretty quick. Not to like panic scare anyone into booking, but it's just honesty.
Plan ahead. It's about professionalism.
Yeah.
We are professionals. We oftentimes book a full calendar year out.
Oh, I have stuff for next summer easily booked far in advance.
Absolutely. Like you figure I'm available by appointment only. The best way to reach me is alicelittle@bunnyranch.com. I am full-time, which means it's a little bit easier to find me, but I am available only by appointment. So please email me first. I don't want to miss you. Like, I'm sorry, my schedule is crazy, but I want to spend time with you too. Just please email me. Let's plan ahead.
Exactly. And for me, even though I do lineups, I'm only here for 2 weeks, so I'm pretty booked up. So I'm not in a
It
lot
is.
of the
You're
lineups.
very rarely in lineup because at the end of the day, honestly, you're really freaking popular.
I am.
She really is.
Which is strange because I wasn't in high school.
I know. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
I was not a hot girl in high school.
I feel like all of the nerds grew up and now we rule the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, and we're so hot.
And it's amazing. It's so great. We're just night blossoming flowers. That's
Exactly. And if you do want to get a more kind of intimate personal look, if my bio is very descriptive on the Bunny Ranch website of who I am and what I provide. But if you kind of want a more intimate look and pictures of Cooper and the rat babies, my Twitter handle is a great way to do that. So it's at I love Ryan Taylor.
Yes.
Also, hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll know whether I won Hustler's Beaver of the Year.
Oh my God. Holy shit,
And
everyone.
if
Fingers
I
crossed.
did, fingers crossed, it's looking good. I did get a nice email today that kind of hinted in a positive direction, but nothing's for sure.
Obviously
nothing's for
not.
sure.
Nothing.
Anything
Off
could
the records,
happen.
we swear to God.
But if I do, that means I will get a cover like Tiara did last year.
Everything.
And
Everything.
a page. And then that would be even better. You guys can see
Fucking
my...
iconic.
Yeah.
Right there. And then
if-
you'll never be able to like find her in lineup. Like, holy crap, just email her.
I mean, they're about to rerun my pictures in a third magazine of theirs. So I already get a ton of bookings for that. So if I'm in the cover, you're definitely going to have to pre-book with me.
It's true. It's true.
But yeah.
All right, you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you, guys.
If you enjoyed the show, make sure to give it a 5-star rating on whatever listening platform and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Again, my name is Alice Little, and this was the Bunny Ranch Podcast. See you guys next week.
Cheers.
Bye.
Going down at the Bunny Ranch.